Now getting closer to the dinner at the second day, and I'm very happy to have here now Yolande,
Yep.
who is responsible and running the official Twitter channel from Java. So nice to have you here. Maybe you can introduce yourself a bit more.
Yes, so I'm Yolande Poirier, and so I'm a community manager for Java at Oracle. I work for Oracle, and I basically manage all the Java channels, or most of the Java channels for the broader public, for the broader Java developers audience.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. And this is your second time at the JavaLand conference. Why do you think this is an important conference for the community? What makes this conference experience for you great, and how does it help Oracle?
So I've been doing the night hacking interviews, and so I manage the schedule. I think you have great speakers, so this is like a pleasure to be here because it's well run, very well run.
Okay.
And the content, so the speakers are amazing. The content is amazing. I mean, you will see. I've been interviewing some of the speakers, and it's just a top-notch conference. And I'm always very impressed because it's run, of course, by user groups, and the amount of work that this is. I mean, the location is fantastic, and I know this is a lot of work, and you guys are probably all volunteering, so congratulations, because I know it's tough to run. The location is fantastic, so the amusement park, I think, adds really to the experience, and it's fun. It makes it fun.
Okay. So you also had a session yesterday.
Yep.
It was at the Silverado, where also the keynote happened.
Yep.
And it was a bit more how Oracle supports the community, and there you are, besides running the Twitter channel, you are also involved into women in tech and promoting that subject.
Right.
Maybe you can elaborate on that a bit.
Right. So women in tech. So I have a presentation that I present at conferences off and on, but mostly it's supporting the user group, the women in Java user group that is called Duchess. And they have a website, it's jduchess.org if you're looking for them. And they're an awesome group because they are speaking at conferences. They also mentor people online, or you can reach them. They have, so they're a big website, but they organize as user groups, similar way as user groups. Okay. So they have chapters locally. And often what they do, the way they start is they will work with the Java user group locally, and they will, for example, meet right before a user group meeting. Okay. So it works really for them because they get a chance to get together and then go to the user group meeting. Often women will be a little bit shy to go to meetings because it's mostly men, and they're not too sure, and it's in the evening, so they may have family also obligations. So having that meeting before the user group has really helped people being more, women being more involved in the Java user group. And I know that user groups have been welcoming the initiative as well because they definitely want to attract more women, and it's not easy for them to do that.
Okay. So maybe when some user groups, they barely don't have any women currently that attend, so what would be their recommendation? What can the user group do besides hosting such a pre-meetup, which would involve that there might be some already, of course. And what could the user group add to be more open and to promote it? What would you recommend? Are there any concepts that you think should work or would be beneficial to transport the message?
I think it's first finding women in your community. Okay. So whether if there are some women who come here, for example, at the conference, and so it's identifying those women who are local to you, maybe they're co-workers, even if there are very few. And then once you get one woman, then you can give her some role also in your user group. Because I think sometimes people come to a user group, and I said that also in my session, is that there is the attitude of just coming to an event and being quite passive in the event versus contributing to the experience or to the content. And I think you have to ask women to ask if they want to be involved in the organization, and let them run an initiative that will be for women. And otherwise, you should definitely check if there is already like a Duchess group on the website, and see and contact the organizers and to see who is running that user group locally. And so start with those 2 steps, I think. And even on Twitter. So I did also. I created a Twitter list. With women in technology.
So it's a Java. Twitter.com/Java, and then there's a speaker in it, or how is the list called?
So I pinned the tweet about that list, and it has all the logos of the different chapters of the Duchess.
That's great. So we will plan it in here.
Yep.
And of course.
Right,
Sounds
and so
great.
you can look through this list. Maybe you recognize people who are located in Germany, and if you find other women who are not, because I'm sure you guys actually know some women in the community.
Yeah, some.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's really to start there and making sure that they recruit other women.
Okay.
But so the important thing to understand is that women don't self-promote, or they're not very comfortable self-promoting. I know some men have that problem as well, but most of the time you have to ask women more. You have to push a little bit more and make them more comfortable to participate, and maybe lower the bar, like give them something, make them comfortable. And so it's very important to have men as sponsors. And helping.
So how many followers does the Twitter channel of Java already have?
So right now it's almost 380,000.
Okay, and since when are you managing it?
I've been managing it for about 3 years.
Okay.
And I added over 100,000 followers. Yes.
When you for the future, what would be your wishes? What should it grow enormously when you're in 2 years as big as possible?
Yes,
and
as
what
big as
content
possible.
can be found there usually?
So usually what works well online is really like tutorials, so how-tos, training, but training that is unpaid training. And so it's really, people online really look for how to solve a problem, right? I mean, they will Google something or go on Twitter and say, well, I have a problem, I'm looking for a solution. So, everything that is a tutorial, basically. It could be a blog, it could be any form, it could be a video as well, but really it's like something that is technical and really helping solve a problem.
So thank you very much for doing the interview.
Thank you.
It's really a pleasure. And now, just for the closing, when you would describe JavaLand with just 3 words, what would they be for you?
Okay, so it would be technical, community, and fun.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.